I gave it a quick rinse here and giving it a quick wipe on the inside, and we can go on to our next recipe. Okay, put it back over here. Okay, so always make sure that the bottom of the machine is white well. Yeah. Okay, so my next recipe is going to be pumpkin soup. Okay. Now, before we talk about the pumpkin soup, let me share with you some information about the cookidoo. Now, cookidoo is a fantastic platform. It's got like over 1,000 recipes. Okay, and it's when you buy the TM6, you've got 6 months free membership, and the membership is renewable and it's worth every penny that you pay. Is about 35, is it 39 USD for a year's membership? But the possibilities are endless recipes, and you can save the recipes onto your machine. And you can access the cookidoo website using your phone. You can use your any device at your laptop. So what I usually do is when I use my laptop and I scroll through the recipes, save recipes, you can bookmark them, you can add them to what you're going to cook today, you can make shopping lists as well. So it's really a fantastic platform. And you've got the recipes saved on your machine as well. Okay, so as I said, 50,000 guided cooking recipes. I don't think you'll ever be able to do that in your lifetime. Okay, as you can see, my old TM5 is sitting in the back, but it's not collecting dust. I do use it as well. Okay, so I double up the TM6 and the TM5. Today I'm going to focus on using the TM6. Okay, let me just go to. Let me put on my glasses. That will really help. Okay. Hope you can see the screen. Yeah. So you've got my recipes, my week, recently cooked, settings, and help. So I'm going to go to my recipes, and I've got bookmarks there, and I've saved some recipes that I've tried. Okay, so I've got some recipes there. Go back. So you've got the arrow button to go back. Save collections. So you can save your collection of cookbooks as well here. That's the basic cookbook. That's the book that comes along with your TM6. Yeah, so that's the basic cookbook, and you get that saved on your TM6 as well. You get the hard copy as well. Sometimes it's nice to just look at the pages and write a line in bed. It's always good to read a book, isn't it? So we've got the book as well. And so there are loads of recipes that you can look for using the cookidoo and save them, whichever recipes that you fancy. Okay, so let me get started with my pumpkin soup right now. We go. I need to weigh in the ingredients first. So I'm going to click on the scale. I don't quite fancy a sweet soup, so I'd rather have something that's savory. And believe me, the Thermomix makes incredible soups. It's the best soups ever, and it's so easy. And it's so easily done using your Thermomix. In fact, some restaurants as well have started using the TM6. So don't be surprised if you walk into the kitchen of a restaurant and you see a faithful Thermomix sitting in a corner there, obviously being used to make your delicious soup that's served to you. Okay, so in this recipe we need 250 grams of pumpkin and 50 grams of potatoes. So I'm going to grab my ingredients and I'll be back. My pumpkin ready. Okay, now you just need to cube them. You don't need to cut them really small. Okay, but my maid made a little mistake and she kind of sliced them really small, but that's fine. Okay. So make sure it's 0, and as I said, 250 grams. I think I've got about 200 grams here. So it's about 198. That's fine. And I'm gonna 0 it in, tear it again to get it back to 0, and let's put in some potatoes inside. I've got a little bit more than 50. It doesn't matter because I had less pumpkin just now. So I've got my Now I need to add some water, 600 grams of water. So in the water goes, don't forget, tare it. So 600 grams of water, slightly less. Oh, okay, I'm going to stop there. Is that 600? Slightly more than 600. I'm going to cover it with the lid. Okay. And it's going to cook for 18 minutes on Varoma at speed 1. Let me just get it going and then we can have a little chat. Okay, we'll have a little while to chat. So I'm going to go to that screen. So 18 minutes. So the first dial is the timer. So 18 minutes. 18 minutes and the temperature is Varoma and speed. Okay, so while that's cooking, we can have a little chat. Okay, hope that sounds great. Yeah, so anyway, as I said, the soup that you make with the TM6 is really simply delicious. So say goodbye to boiling your potatoes and pumpkin on the stove and then putting into the blender and having to wash your pot on the stove, having to wash your blender. And all you need is you can cook it, blend it in your TM6. And did you know that your TM6 even cleans on its own, cleans itself rather. Okay, it's got the pre-clean function. I'll show you the pre-clean function. After we've done this, we can use it. And I'll show you how that works. Okay, so I'm going to put my recipe away. So I talked about the cookidoo just now. So 50,000 recipes at your fingertip. Okay, now this is the best part of the Thermomix. To me, I just love this function, the kneading function, because I was never ever good at making bread. But since owning the TM5 and now the TM6, the possibilities are endless. Mantau buns, making noodles. I did try to make noodles the other day as well. Okay, and even fish ball. I made my own healthy fish balls at home, so you can do it too. So time to get the TM6 and you can make sure that your family is eating healthy as well. And with the dough function, the kneading function, once you're done, sometimes there's dough stuck on the blade, but not a problem at all. The pre-clean function helps to get those dough bits out. And I'll show you how later when I make the Okay, so this is something else that you can make, a healthy homemade sorbet and ice cream. Children love ice cream. Now you don't know what additives are put into the ice cream that you buy from the supermarket. So here's your chance to make healthy, wholesome, no coloring, no preservatives, and you know that your children can enjoy it without any concerns. Pay a full payment, you get a free carry bag, which is worth 380 ringgit, and an additional vegan cookbook as well, worth 160 ringgit. Now with the cleaning mode, I'll show you in a while how the cleaning mode works. Now, every time you've cooked something in your Thermomix, now what you can do is, when you use the cleaning mode, make sure that there's enough water covering the blade, yeah? And I'll show you later how it actually works. You need to click on the cleaning mode and it will start the cleaning process. It usually starts with, the timer starts at 5 minutes and the speed will be at a low speed. Depending on how dirty your bowl is, the speed increases and the time increases as well. So sometimes it's as fast as 1 minute, and sometimes it might take a max of, might go up to 5 minutes. So as I said, it depends on how dirty your bowl is. And what you need to do is, so make sure you've got enough water covering the plate, just a little bit of the washing liquid, and that's it. And once it's done, you just need to rinse it again, rinse it out again. And you're done with your cleaning. That's it. Just one bowl. Okay? So you don't need to be scrubbing your pots and pans and smelling of the food that you've cooked as well. Because with the Thermomix, it's so clean that you can dress up as well. And somebody else mentioned that they like the Thermomix as well because they can have it together with them while they're entertaining guests. So say, for example, you're having guests over, yeah, you can cook while your guests are in front of you, and you don't need to be looking really dirty and tied up to all that cooking. Okay, you can be dressed in your loveliest outfit and manage to cook a lovely meal as well. Okay, so that's the benefits of owning a TM6 as well as entertaining guests as well. Now it's almost done. Now what happens is when you're cooking something for a long time and the temperature is high, it will cool down for 8 seconds. Okay, and now it's done. Now be careful when you're removing the lid. I'm going to remove the lid carefully. So season it with some pepper. A bit of pepper in there. Put in salt inside and some roasted cashew nuts. Okay, so I roasted some cashew nuts earlier on the day. So I'm going to add the roasted cashew nuts in. Cover the lid once more. Okay. Now this time I'm going to blend it for 1 minute, speed 10. And we're done. Soup is ready. Okay, I'm just going to pour some out in the dish and you can see how wonderful the texture is. Okay, it's a little bit hot, so be careful. And you can smell the lovely pumpkin soup. And just taste a little bit. Very hot. Okay. I'm just going to put that away. I'm going to show you the pre-clean mode. So I've added water into the mixing bowl. So don't want to be busy washing out right now. So make sure it's not wet. Okay. Always make sure that you're, especially the bottom of the mixing bowl. Yeah. This is like so the pre-clean mode. So let me click on it. So it starts off with 5 minutes, but you'll see that it doesn't really take 5 minutes. Okay, so turn the dial, and it starts off really slow, and it picks up. So depending on how dirty it is. And that's it, you're done. And just get rid of the water. Hey, if you've got any questions, please get in touch with us, and we'll gladly be there to assist you. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.